Coming soon from David the Rock Nelson Productions.
David Rock Nelson presents Professor Wellington's Traveling Chamber of Horrors, his sideshow of freaks. Dr. Suave brand Java. It was flown in this morning, all the way from haunted Pontiac, Michigan.
How's about a cup of coffee? Here's a cup of our coffee. You've never tasted more delicious coffee. Fresh brewed, hot and satisfying.
And now, on with the show. Yes, I remember Professor James Wellington telling me the dangers of atomic fallout radiation that was able to make monsters atomically through fallout radiation. I remember Professor Wellington's many lessons telling me about the real island of Dr. Moreau, where they really made monsters on an island out there. Yes, and they turned people into monsters, into half wolf, half man, and half fish, half man. And then that's when I knew I could create a fishmon. Yes, I remember that Professor Wellington's lecture. And only two people had the guts, or the courage, or the fortitude to show up for his Professor Wellington's Chamber of Horrors. Only me and that one other guy sat in the audience. We were the only two that had the courage or the backbone to listen to Professor Wellington's Chamber of Horrors down in the dungeon of Horrible's bookstore out there in Berwyn, Illinois, on Roosevelt Road by Oak Park Avenue in Berwyn, Illinois, home of Svengoolie, the infamous Chicago fun Saturday night horror host who shows monster movies every Saturday at 9 o'clock all over the Chicago area. And now he's national, showing his monster movies all over the country. Yeah, ha ha ha. Yes, I remember Professor Wellington's lessons. Wellington, he was a good friend of mine. Yes, he is a mentor of mine. And I still listen to his lectures. And I communicate with him. And I call him late at night at 3 a.m. telling him to watch the old Outer Limits TV shows. Yeah, and Highway Patrol at 4 a.m. Yeah, it's a good detective show from the glorious 50s. Wellington! One of the greatest mad scientists of all time! Next to me! He's a good scientist! He's not mad! He's not like me! He's a good scientist! Yes, I remember Wellington's two-headed duck that he got from a mad doctor in the mail. Yeah, he didn't create it, but he got it from another mad doctor who snail mailed it to him. It was hideous.
Are there UFOs from another planet containing aliens from another planet? Will they reside on Earth? These questions and many more will be revealed when you see Professor Wellington's Chamber of Horrors. So frightening! Only 2 people showed up at Professor Wellington's lecture. Can you take it? Can you handle Professor Wellington's science lecture? His Chamber of Horrors and Sideshow of Freaks. Plus, see the amazing 2-headed duck. So amazing, you've got to see it to believe it. You won't believe your eyes. You'll see it all when you see David the Rock Nelson's Professor Wellington's Chamber of Horrors, his Sideshow of Freaks.
I must dunk it deep, for the moment, in honor of the moment. Now, hold on a second, I gotta finish eating first. I got more important things to do. I gotta eat and get my energy to look for monsters and to watch monster movies all night. Yeah! Hello, my fiends. This will shock you and rock you into new levels of horror. Yes, I am the Rock Fiend.
Our next attraction. You can't keep a good Fishman down, so Fishman gets back up for Fishman 2. Fishman returns. See him go on a rampage of horror and mayhem. David the Rock Nelson returns as Detective Rock. Too busy talking on the phone and watching monster movies, eating and guzzling his Java to be bothered with an investigation. Will sci-fi filmmaker Carl J. Sukenik ever stop writing Detective Rock? Oh man, look at this. Look at all these letters, man. This guy never stops writing me. This guy writes me sometimes 2 letters a day. I can't read all those letters. I don't have time. Will Carl ever stop writing The Fishman? Too many stinking letters. Why does this guy write me so many stinking letters? This guy's driving me crazy. Will Detective Rock ever stop eating? That looks good. That's good. Yummy. Yummy. That frosting looks good. Oh, is that great? Detective Rock stared at the picture of his brother, Count Rockmeister, on the wall, and then answered the phone. Hello? Hello? Why do you call me at this time for? There's a Fishman. Oh, come on. There's no such thing as Fishmen anymore. We wasted it last time in David the Rock Nelson's last movie, The Fishman. And for the first time on the screen, see Detective Rock dunk his cupcake in his milk. Oh, that looked good. Oh, I'm gonna dunk it for the moment. I'm stunking for Frankenstein's monster. I'm stunking for Frankenstein. And stunking for the mummy. In honor of the mummy. Here I go. Oh yeah. Drench it in milk. That's good. See the Fishman meet one of his fiends, the Phantom, and growl at it as he heads to have some fun at Uncle Fun. The Fishman looked at the cool sign at Uncle Fun for the candy and the jittering teeth and bubble gum and other cool novelties that he wanted to buy. Yeah, he thought this stuff was cool. The Uncle Fun sign beckoned the Fishman to enter. For the first time on the screen, see the Fishman wreak havoc and mayhem and horror at Uncle Fun. And for the first time ever on the screen, see Uncle Fun himself cringe and shriek in horror at the sight of the Fishman. But Uncle Fun is unafraid of the Fishman and had fun with him. And he met his fiend, David the Rock Nelson, who was filming his monster movies there, doing his magic tricks, pulling dollars out of the air. See the Fishman go wild as he attacks the patrons at Uncle Fun. No help! Get away from me, Fishman! Come over here so I can attack you. Come over here so I can attack you.
No, please don't attack me, please, please, please.
Right here, some goddamn
No, oh no. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, it's so wet.
I'm gonna attack Uncle Fun. Here I come, Uncle Fun. Here I come. I'm gonna get Uncle Fun, or I'm gonna attack him, or I'm gonna suck his blood out. I'm gonna suck his blood. Come over here so I can attack you. I'm gonna suck your blood. See! The Fishman attack Uncle Fun! Will he survive? See! Uncle Fun use his doll to protect him from Fishman. Yes! You won't be able to hold back the screams when you see Fishman 2, Fishman Returns. This picture is rated GP. Parental guidance suggested. Plus, this second grade hit or hoot. Coming soon. The last time you'll remember, he got swatted by Mom Rock. Scram! That's the end of you. And that would have been the end of the big fly. If this no-good, rotten, crazy mad doctor hadn't revisited his cemetery, paid tribute over its grave, and vowed vengeance on the big fly's critics, adversaries, and enemies. Created July 5th, 1992. Died shot the same day. I salute you, giant fly. And I will create another fly in remembrance and honor and tribute to you. Yes, I will do it for you, oh giant fly. And so he captured another fly to experiment on, feed it growth hormones, and treat it with atomic fallout radiation, making him more vicious than the first giant fly, turning him into a hideous flying pest and unleashing him on mankind for Giant Fly 2. See it go on a rampage of horror and mayhem. See it hunt for victims. See it attack the spry and spunky 95 years young World War II Army vet and Pop of Rock, the late great Vernon Roland Nelson.
I got you.
See it go on a wild rampage in the haunted house of Nelson and attack David the Rock Nelson's brother, Phil.
Die! 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 Hey,
Bolts have no effect.
I'll get you next time.
Can't believe that fly's still alive.
Will Detective Rock ever stop eating and look for the giant fly? That's good. Those bacon and eggs are great. Got it. Will his gun stop the giant buzzing fly? You can't get me. I'll get you now with a giant fly swatter. I got you. Because I'm gonna bash you now with it. Will his fly swatter stop the big fly? See! David Rock Nelson's The Giant Fly 2 coming soon to this theater.
Rated PG.
Something strange is in the swamp. As out of the depths comes the creature from the river. Where did this hideous creature come from? How did it come into being? See it refresh itself by drinking water from the river. See it run amok on the prowl, looking for victims. Yes, David Rock Nelson is the creature from the lake. See, it attack unsuspecting victims.
Who are you?
I'm the creature from the lake.
But you don't exist.
Yes, I do. Die! I'm gonna make a believer out of you. I'm gonna make a believer out of you, even though you're dead. I'm gonna make you... I told you to die, now stay dead. Get out of here, die. Get off my bench. This is my bench.